Is it double flat?
It's on. No, sorry, I wasn't laughing. He was laughing.
I know, it's fine. No one's really. We're gonna laugh anyway. We're gonna
can't
fuck it
see
up.
where to
You click on here, mate. Here.
You click on this here.
I can't see
No,
it.
here.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Am I there?
Yes,
Yeah,
click
you
it now.
Okay.
There.
Thank you.
Now click once. Yeah.
Welcome everyone. My name is Asif, and these are my colleagues, Ilyana,
Hello.
Ibrahim.
And you say Nora's name after mine. Ladies first.
Okay, ladies first. Welcome everyone. My name is Asif, and these are my colleagues, Ilyana,
Hello.
Nora,
Hello.
Shad, and Ibrahim. And we are here to represent the LTO Limited Company. We are here today to represent the LTO Limited Company.
In 2 hours.
Okay, we are an electronics company based in London, and we have expanded our business by investing in smaller companies. We are currently relocating our 6 regional accounting offices
Got it.
into Cardiff, forming a single shared financial service centre.
Bro, but you know what I say? You write it down in note.
And now,
I say you write it in note.
no, I got it. And now I'm gonna allow Ibrahim to talk about the changes of the company and why we are exactly here at this point of time.
We're allowing him.
Go!
We're gonna fuck you up big time.
As was mentioned, creating everyone service center will have some data to be faced. I'm finished my bit.
You
Yeah,
haven't finished your bit.
Look, I'm gonna look at the board there to waste a bit of time.
No, you shouldn't.
No, but you keep covering the house, man. Come here.
I'm just gonna see them from here.
Don't cover the house. There, that's it. That's better.
Hurry, because I'm actually going to quiz myself.
Only 3 of our employees agreed on relocating, which created vacancies. Therefore, our first task was to recruit 5 people for the vacancies available. Liana will discuss the main principles of the company regarding selection process and outcomes. Our second task was to calculate the expected cost for the related to the project for the first year. Nora will give details on the effect of the financial statement. The third task included the treatment of certain errors and omissions made on the trial balance by preparing appropriate journals. This will be explained by Shad later.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Now we're going to have Ilyana, who's going to be talking about the procedures of our selection process.
Thank you, Asif. The first thing I would like to talk about today is our recruitment policies and requirements from all members of staff. So the best candidate would have a good educational profile, including GCSEs, A-levels, higher education degrees, and other skills certifications. Ideally, these certifications will be related to the position applied for and supported by work experience in the field and recommendations from previous employees. The first contact we make with applicants is through their CVs, and the first impression we get is from what is written in them. Therefore, we believe that CV is talk. We don't only look at the information provided in the CVs, but also the way it's presented and the language used. These and other considerations have been taken into account when deciding on 5 successful candidates. Stop being funny!
No, I didn't know what to do. Seriously. You didn't take your pause, you went too fast.
I don't know why I forgot. So here's a list with the 5 vacant positions and the names of the applicants who submitted for each one of them. For the first position, as an assistant financial accountant, we've selected RC, who completely satisfies our criteria and shows a positive approach. She has a combination of related qualifications, a first-class degree, and work experience in the field. The next position, as a purchase ledger supervisor, will be given to Mohammed Wilson, who also meets all the requirements for that position from his CV, we assume that he's motivated and ambitious, which is the kind of people we're looking for. The next position, as a purchase ledger clerk, will be given to Gladys Burke. At first, we wanted to give her the role as a supervisor, but we realized she doesn't have enough experience in such a position, but has all the requirements needed, all the qualifications needed for a clerk. As we cannot offer her a higher salary than her previous, as we can to other applicants, we decided to motivate her with the study package. The next two available positions are a sales ledger clerk, which will be given to Joshua Musafir and Guru. Both of them have the required qualifications. Joshua's even exceeds the requirements for such role, but because he lacks experience, set against our standards, both of them should start at the same rate. Here is a list with the rejected applicants and the main reasons for that. Some of them, such as Denzel Fritas, have sufficient qualifications and would have been able to join us, have sufficient qualifications and other skills that would have enabled them to join our team. However, as mentioned earlier, CV sold, and some of them didn't provide enough information for us to decide whether we should recruit them or not. In contrast, other CVs have too much inappropriate or irrelevant information, which we believe is unprofessional.
Thank you, Iliana. And now we're going to have Nora, who will be talking about the total costs of the shared financial service center.
As Ibrahim already said, we had to calculate the total cost for the shared financial services center for the first year. For that purpose, we had to divide the main type of expenditures into two groups. That was capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Random buildings, office furniture, computer equipment, fixtures and fittings are all non-current assets and have an effect on a number of statements. On the statement of financial position, non-current assets have their own section, where the total cost, the accumulated depreciation, and carrying value shown. According to the rules stated in IAS 16, some of the expenditures that relate to the acquisition of a non-current asset are to be treated as capital expenditure, and the amount of money spent on them has to be included in the total cost of the non-current asset. These concern legal fees, delivery charges, installation and testing costs, even VAT if it's non-refundable by HMRC. The acquisition of a non-current asset will also have an effect on the current asset that provided the source for financing them. Therefore, cash flow statement will be affected as well. The amount used for the acquisition of the non-current asset will be an entry until cash used in investing activities. The calculation of the depreciation for the year will be based on the total costs of the non-current asset, including any relevant expenditure, and then the expected useful life of the non-current asset. On the statement of financial position, the depreciation charge for the year will be deducted from the carrying value of the non-current asset, and it will be added to the accumulated depreciation. On the statement of comprehensive income, just as all other expenses, depreciation will be an expense, and it will be set against the revenue income. The main difference between depreciation and other expenses appears when it comes to cash flow statement. Depreciation is a non-cash item, therefore, while other expenses will be cash outflow during the year, depreciation amount will be added back to the net profit figure, as we never spend money on them. As I already said, we have to calculate the total cost of the first year of the project. But what do we mean by costs? From the cash flow statement, we can find out how much money did we spend during the year and how much money do we have actually left in our pocket. But it doesn't have any information about changing accruals, prepayments, liabilities, or anything that doesn't consume cash at a time but still have future effect. Therefore, the statement of comprehensive income will provide a much more accurate information about how we did during the year and what were the actual real costs for the company. information about these in details, also final figures will be found in the report.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Shad, who's going to be talking about the issues we had to face when we run the year-end trial balance.
Thank you, Anne.
Year-end trial balance.
Thank you, Asif. Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk about the correction of errors. Our accountants identified a range of errors in the trial balance as at year end. We treated these changes according to the IAS 8. We raised a journal for the correction of each one of these. On the first correction, it was decided to write off 1/5 of the trade receivables figure and 7% of the remaining figure as allowance for that events. The second correction included part of the sales revenue figure which was reported as purchases. To correct this error, we had to credit the purchases and debit the sales. The next one we came across was 15% of cash purchases, which was reported as outstanding credit purchases. That means in our record we still owed the amount that we had already paid for. Delivery cost, installation, and testing charges for the computer equipment have been reported as revenue expenditure. IAS 16 states that such expenditures need to be capitalized. So to correct this error, we have to deduct the amount from the total expenses figure and add it to the total cost of the computer equipment. We also have to overview the depreciation in accordance to the new figure. And the last correction involved change of estimated useful life of the building. In the year 2012-2013, it was decided to change the year from 25 years to 30 years. So depreciation had to be recalculated since it was charged in 44. The depreciation charge will show a lower figure for every year now. After raising a journal of corrections for each one of the errors and omission, the year-end figure balances. Thank you.
Thank you, Shad. And thank you, Shad. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And you may wish to ask any questions. If you have any questions,
You may wish to ask any questions if you wish.
you can ask any questions. No, I'll get it right. Trust me, I'll get it right.
Can I just pull it out?
Why did you open my tissue
Can I have another
so
one, please?
bad? Like,
This one's kind
Like
of like
a-
finished.
Shut.
Yeah.
Not better.
You can have this one if you
I
want.
know I'm doing it.
I don't want this one, but you don't open them like this.
Who opened it like that?
You,
I hope you
I
know,
gave
I
them
just
to
told
you
you.
when
I
you
just-
opened them.
Is this the one you gave me?
That's how
That's
you
the one.
What
open
if we get
them.
nervous? We had luck. That's it.
Oh shit.
It's nothing we can do anymore, so it's fine.
Stop making
We've done the job.
funny faces, please. You. He keeps doing
Oh,
these things like when he's practicing, he's like,
No, I'm trying to do it in my head. I'm like,
But then don't look at him. You need to look at your slides, and you need to look at Lily and whoever.
no, I mean like,
Where did you write this?
I came here reading it.
Or when he's presenting.
I was practicing.
Take your time though, take your time. Everybody take your time.
And that's what
I still
that's
think
what
I need to have at least 5-6 cigarettes now.
Yeah.
Have a cigarette and we
You
forget.
know what? After you should.
Can we
do,
watch
yeah?
it now? I want to
There's
see
no
how.
time to watch it. We just smoke and walk. You know what?
yeah,
I say
let's
what
go
you should do,
because we
yeah.
need to have a look at the-
Read your slides and smoke at the same time. We'll see.
And we have to be there at least 5-10 minutes before.
That's what I'm saying. We go there now so we can have a look at the room because we have no idea what it looks like.
Well, no.
But
And
can
we
we?
can also
can we look at the room
practice one
beforehand?
more in front of the.
It's still
thingy, just
recording.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hi! Bye! I'm gonna send this recording to you.
Where is
Oh, shit, I won't have any time to go toilet.